out the lights. Dynamite! How's it going, all you guys and girls in the Illumination? Time to jump aboard the Loom train. It's JJ, Double J, the Illuminator here. The sweet one, also known by almost countless other aliases and nicknames. But we won't get into that right now. Oh, I thought something happened there for a minute. Today I'd like to talk about, not sure if I ever talked about this before, but responsibility as a child. Not sure where that stands, nowadays, but I can remember when I was in school, I was always picked up by a family member, usually my mother, because of her work schedule. She lived a lot closer to we lived closer to school, obviously, but she worked a lot closer to the school compared to my dad. And sometimes even my grandmother would pick me up on rare occasions. With those I can remember because she'd take me to her house, which was a couple of towns over. That was always fun. But anyway, I wasn't allowed to walk home on my own until the 5th grade. Now, I was a little bit younger in school the way that my birthday fell. So in 5th grade, I do believe I had just turned 10 in the 5th grade. Which that's just the way it worked out. I know some people are, 10 in the 4th grade. I turned 10 in the 5th grade. Anyway, I wasn't allowed to walk home, which was about, I'd say, roughly 4, maybe 5 blocks away from the school, give or take the way you had to zigzag your way through. And it was about 4 or 5 blocks, probably a good 5 blocks from the school. In 5th grade, I was finally allowed to walk home, which nowadays, I don't know, like, I think parents were different back then, and anybody that's, at least my age, mid-40s or older, will tell you that the parents nowadays are a little bit different than parents of our generation or the generation before me, maybe even a little bit of a generation after me, depending on if you're in your mid-30s or not. But anyway, I digress. I do believe that children nowadays, it's a totally different ballgame. A lot of times parents are almost non-existent in child's lives. The grandparents do a lot of the raising. It's just the way things are nowadays, and I'm not putting it down. I'm just stating some facts as I see them, maybe a few opinions. I do believe that when it comes to responsibility, it should be something that is earned, and in our generations, it was earned responsibility, even for safety measures and safety values. At 9 years old, could I have stayed home for a couple of hours on my own? Maybe, but it was just a safety thing and a responsibility thing for a parent to be there, or a babysitter, or whatever. I just think that the world is different now, and if just, turn on your TV, you could definitely see now more than ever how different the world is. Again, I digress on that. I'm not going to be forming any theories on that today, because that's a story for another day and another cup of coffee. Another cup of Java, if you will. But responsibilities are key. I was an only child. If you were an older sibling of younger siblings, if you can say it that way, things might have been different for you. If you were younger and had older brothers and sisters, things might be different for you. But I think being the youngest and oldest in my own respect, maybe it was a unique set of circumstances, a unique set of variables. Again, I digress on that. What do you guys think? Just something to talk about. We can chew the fat, chew the cud. What do you think? I love you all. Take care. Stay safe. This is the Illuminator, and I'll be back.
Please, sir, I want some more.
I don't know whether to shake your hand or kiss it or bow or what. I feel like breakdancing.